Hello everyone, myself Ashish Desai, Assistant Professor, Mechanical Department. Today we are going to discuss here the unit number 5, types of flow. So in that content we are going to discuss the minor energy losses. So in last lecture we discussed regarding the major loss. So major loss is nothing but friction loss. But now we are discussing regarding the minor losses. So the minor loss of energy includes the following cases. So first case is loss of head due to sudden enlargement. So whenever the smaller diameter is there and after that some length is there, it can be enlarges. So that time the loss is called as sudden enlargement loss. So that should be considered in a minor losses. The next loss is the loss of head due to sudden contraction. So larger diameter is there and some amount length is there. After that, it should be in a smaller diameter. So reduces to smaller diameter. So that time it is called as sudden contraction. Then next third one is there the loss of head at the entrance of pipe. So whenever the water enter from a tank to a pipe, that is called as entrance loss. Otherwise, the whenever the liquid is dropping at the end and enter into the second tank, so that is also called as entrance loss. Then next is the loss of head at the exit of pipe. So whenever the free object is there, so that is called as exit, or that exiting of water from pipe to reservoir, so that is also exit of pipe. The next loss for the minor is the obstruction in a pipe. So obstruction means obstacle. So whenever the liquid is flowing into the pipe, so there is an obstruction, or can say obstacles. So that time that area is called as obstruction. So this loss is called considered in a obstruction pipe for minor losses. The next is a loss of head due to bend in pipe. So whenever the pipe is bent at the whenever sections, so that time it should be considered as a bend loss, or can say minor energy losses in terms of bend in pipe. The next is a loss of head in various pipe fittings. So whenever you fitting the walls and other extra parts or collars, or you can say to attach two different diameter pipes, so that time we can attach there are different pipe fittings. So that time it is also there is losses. So that loss is called as minor energy loss. So this is a basic information regarding the minor energy losses. So one by one we are discussing regarding the sudden enlargement first. So first loss is loss of head due to enlargement. So as we know that there are two sections we are considered over here, one section and second section. So enlargement means what? So initially this is the smallest diameter, section 1 is at smallest diameter, and it should be increased. So that means it should be enlarged. So that is called as loss of head due to enlargement. So there is a momentum from section 1 side. So whenever the liquid is flows from section 1, so there is some momentum. So after striking up to this edge, the diameter will increases. So the diameter increases means what? Here the eddy formation is takes place. So there is a formation of the streamlines like this. So therefore the momentum will be lost from initial side, and therefore the enlargement loss is there. And this enlargement loss is calculated from that equation, that is equation is for HE, that HE indicates sudden enlargement. So that enlargement loss is indicated by HE. So HE is equal to V1 minus V2 bracket square upon 2G. So this is a minor loss we are considered for enlargement. So V1 is a velocity which is at smaller diameter of pipe, and V2 is velocity which is at larger diameter of pipe. So whenever we putting the V1 and V2 value and G is 9.1, after putting this we will get the enlargement loss. So this is the calculations formula. The next we will discuss regarding the loss of head due to contraction. So as you know that contraction means when larger diameter pipe is reduces to smallest diameter of pipe. So that time it occurs a sudden contraction, because whenever the larger diameter of pipe is there, some liquid flows from section 1. So in that section there is a momentum for the liquid, and after that it should be contracted because of this smaller dia of pipe. That's called as a sudden contraction. So this here the contraction will take place, and here this region is called as vena contracta, and this vena contracta will causes the loss of head due to contraction. So this CC is a vena contracta. Whenever the line will be stretching, and then it should become a parallel to this pipe. So this is cause the loss of due to contraction. So here also we are considering one section and two sections. Now we know that the sudden contraction is denoted by head, that is HC. So HC means loss of head due to sudden contraction. So it is computed by 0.5 into V2 square by 2g. So V2 square by 2g means velocity at a smaller dia pipe. So whenever the diameter of two diameter is there, larger diameter and smaller diameter. So that velocity we are considered for smaller diameter of pipe. So if it is that section 2 is smaller, that's why we can consider V2 square upon 2g. So V is the velocity of the pipe for at section 2. So this loss is considered in whenever the larger diameter is reduced to smaller diameter. Then next we will discuss regarding the loss of head at the entrance of pipe. So already we discussed when the liquid enters a pipe which is connected to large tank, and this time it occurs a entrance of a pipe because water is stored at the uh, tank and then it should be delivered at the another side. So that another side means it should be enter into the pipe. So this is similar to loss of heat due to contraction, but it should be considered as a entrance loss. So this entrance loss is computing by this formula, that is HI. So HI is the entrance loss. So that entrance loss we indicating that 0.5 V2 square, sorry, V square by 2g. So V is velocity at entrance side of the pipe. So diameter of pipe we are considering over here, and then using the continuity equation we are defining we will find the velocity V, and directly we compute this V, and then we will get the formula HI is equal to 0.5 V square by 2g. So this is regarding the loss of head at the entrance of pipe. The next loss is the loss of head at the exit of pipe. So whenever the loss of head at the exit, so that side the liquid pipe, you can say liquid at the outlet of the pipe, which is dissipated either in the form of free jet. So this is a free jet, so it can be delivered to the free side, and or you can say lost in the tank or reservoir at the outlet. So you can say if the outlet of the pipe which is connected to the tank, so here pipe is continually here and exit at the this tank, so that's why exit loss is there. So here exit or exit, so that exit losses will compute from HO, that is head at exit of pipe, V square by 2g. So this is the formula for finding out the exit. Okay, then next loss of head due to obstruction. So obstruction is nothing but obstacle. So as we know that the obstacle, it causes the flow disturbance, and that flow disturbance is coming from the section 1 side to section 2, right? So here we are considering the orifice plate. So we are placing the orifice plate at the pipe side, and the liquid will flows from one end to second end. So here the orifice plate causes the obstruction of the pipe, because obstruction of this flow, because whenever the flow is enters and striking to the orifice plate, so that time this streamline will be contracted, and it should be becomes, after some period it should be becomes parallel. That means that momentum, initial momentum, will be lost from one side to second side, so there form eddies formations, so that causes the obstruction. So that loss is called as obstruction loss. So this obstruction loss is computed from this, actually this indicated area, or can say indicated arrow, that head loss due to obstruction. So therefore the obstruction will take place, and that formula is V square by 2g into the bracket A capital CC. CC means coefficient of contraction, then capital A minus small a bracket complete minus 1 bracket square. So this CC is the remote coefficient of contraction. So this is computed from the contractor. Then capital A is the diameter of pipe with considering the area, that 5 by 4 d square. This is major diameter, and smallest diameter, that is orifice diameter, that is why considering small a, that's why 5 by 4 d square. So this is the two area we are forming. There's capital A is for pipe diameter and small a is for orifice diameter. So we considering this, we calculate capital A and small a, put in this value. CC is also we are finding, and then V square. So V is the velocity at the diameter side. So a larger diameter side. So we are calculated from larger diameter, and from that we calculate velocity, and that we can put into the head loss due to obstruction. So with the help of this formula we find out the loss of heat due to obstruction. The next is the loss of head due to bend. So as you know that whenever the bend is in a pipe, the velocity of flow changes, and due to the separation of flow from the boundary and also formation of eddy, it will take place. And this loss is the called as a loss of head due to bend. So bend in the pipe, that's why causes a bend loss. So that HB means head loss due to bend, is equal to kV square by 2g. So k is the coefficient of bend, v is the velocity at the initial that diameter size, we can compute from this velocity, and 2g. So g is 9.81 acceleration due to gravity. So this where this is the hb, mass of head due to bend, v is the velocity of flow, and k is the coefficient of bend. So this is the overall information regarding the bend in pipe. The next is loss of head in various pipe fitting. So already we discussed regarding the whenever you are attaching different components, that is walls, couplings, and so many the two diameter pipes, different diameter pipes, same diameter pipes. So there are you are attaching some that some fittings. So that time the losses will be called as a loss of head in a various pipe fitting. So in that case, we are observing that the formula is kV square by 2g. So that where v is velocity of flow and k is the coefficient of pipe fitting. So this is the regarding the loss of head in a various pipe fitting. So this is the losses in a, we consider in a minor losses. So initially the minor losses will be negligible. So we are considering some ages only, the minor losses considered. Okay. So this is formula regarding the all the formula we are collected over here. So this is the loss of head due to sudden enlargement, that is He is equal to V1 minus V2 bracket square upon 2G. So V1 is the diameter. So whenever the larger diameter is, smaller diameter is there, and V2 is for larger diameter. So we are computing this, and for that we finding the loss of head due to sudden enlargement. The next is the loss of head due to sudden contraction. So HC is indicating by sudden contraction, 0.5 V2 square by 2G. So whenever smaller diameter is there, so that velocity we consider over here for V, that is V2. The next loss is head due to the entrance of a pipe. So entrance of pipe, that is indicated by HI, zero point 0.5 V square by 2G. So 0.5 is the constant value and V is the diameter of pipe. That time is called as the entrance of a pipe. So we compute this HI. Then HO means head at exit of pipe, V square by 2G. So this is the velocity head which is at the pipe diameter side. You can compute this, and then loss of head in various pipe fittings. So this indicating by kV square by 2g. So this is the formula. The next formula is loss of head due to bend in a pipe, that is HB is equal to kV square by 2g. So here also HB is bending head loss due to bend, k is the coefficient of bend, v is the velocity which is bend side, and then g is 9.81. So these are the minor losses formula. So this is the important formula for minor losses, or can say computing the head loss. Now we will discuss regarding the problems. So first problem is find the loss of head when a pipe of diameter 200 mm, so initial diameter is 200, it suddenly enlarged to 400 mm. So 200 to 400 means smallest diameter expanded to 400 mm. That means this loss is called as sudden expansion, or you can say sudden enlargement. Then the rate of flow of water through the pipe is 250 liters per second. So rate of flow means discharge, that is Q, 250 liters per second. So this is the discharge to the pipe. So here we are computing for head loss due to head, at this considering a sudden enlargement. Okay. Now first given data is, so that given data is diameter of smaller pipe, that is 200 mm. Initial diameter you consider here D1, and we convert into meter, so that is 0.2. We can say 10 raised to minus 3, we convert this 0.2 meter because conversion of mm to meter. Now we go for the next computing for area. So A1 is the initial, or can say smaller diameter pipe. area is equal to pi by 4 d1 square. So d1 you can consider for diameter of smaller pipe. After that, putting the value of d1, that is 0.2, because we are converting this meter, and then pi by 4.2 bracket square is computing as a 0.03141 meter square. So this is the area for initial diameter size. The next diameter of larger pipe, so in larger pipe diameter is 400 mm. So after that, converting into meter, that 10 to minus 3, so that convert into 0.4 meter. Again we use the formula for area, that is a2 pi by 4 d2 square. That d2 square means directly we can put the 0.4 bracket square. So after putting this value, we'll get the area a2, that is 0.12564 meters square. So after putting this value of areas, we know that formula, that is the v1 minus v2 bracket square by 2g, that is he is equal to, he means enlargement. So that's why we have to require v1 and v2. So already we calculate the a1 a2, and we know that the from problem the rate of discharge is 250 liter per second. So here also we convert the into meter cube per second. That's why 10 to minus 3 we can compute here, and after that computing this 0.25 meter cube per second. So as we know that the continuity equation is q is equal to a1 v1 and q is equal to a2 v2. So after q is equal to a1 v1, put in the value of q and a1, we will get the v1 value. Similarly, we can put the q is equal to a2 v2. After putting this q and v2 value, a2 value, v2 will be calculated. So likewise we calculate first. So q is equal to a1 v1, that means v1 is equal to q by a1. So q is the nothing but 0.25. So already we calculate this, that is 0.25, because this conversion of liter to meter per second. And then a1 value, so here a1 value is there, 0.03141 is equal to 7.96 meter per second. So this is velocity v1. So similarly we can use for v2 is equal to q by a2, that is from continuity equation. So after putting the value of q is a 0.25, a2, so a2 is the 0.12564. So after putting this value, we will get the value of velocity, that is 1.99 meter per second. So these are the two velocities. So one velocity is for 7.96, velocity 2 is 1.99. So as we know that the formula for loss of head due to enlargement, because here clearly mentioned that the 200 mm diameter pipe is suddenly enlarged, so that word indicate enlargement. So that's why loss of head due to enlargement is given by He is equal to V1 minus V2 bracket square upon 2G. So here we know that the point value, that is 7.96 V1 and V2 is 1.99. So similarly we can put this value 7.96 minus 1.99 bracket square divided by 2G. So 2G is nothing but 2 into 9.81. So after putting this value, we will get the value of enlargement. So that is enlargement loss. That's you can say loss of head due to enlargement, or you can say minor energy losses because of enlargement. So that He is equal to 1.816 meter of water. So this is the loss head at the enlargement site. Now we know that the value for the He, that is 1.186 meter of water. So here the solution is there. So as we know that the enlargement, so actually this word indicating the enlargement. So again I repeat this term, that is sudden enlargement. Enlargement means the smallest diameter is expanded at a bigger site. So large, so 200 mm is there initially and it becomes 400. That's why we are using this formula, that is He is equal to V1 minus V2 bracket square upon 2G. So that's why we are used this formula, and after putting this value we will get the value of He. Now next problem we will discuss here. So the rate of flow of water through a horizontal pipe is 0.25 meter cube per second. The diameter of the pipe, which is 200 mm, is suddenly enlarged to 400 mm. So here also Q is given, because discharge rate of flow is given, that is Q is equal to 0.25 meter cube per second. Initial diameter is 200 mm and final value, that is 400 mm. So enlargement is there. So D1 is 200 mm, D2 is 400 and Q is 0.25 meter cube per second. Now the pressure intensity in the smaller side. So smaller side intensity is given to you, that is 11.772 Newton per centimeter square. So here we are determining the loss of heat due to sudden enlargement. Second, the pressure intensity in the larger pipe. And third, we require here power loss due to enlargement. So these are the three points we are determining here. So loss of heat due to sudden enlargements means HE, and pressure intensity in the larger pipe is means P, and power lost due to enlargement, that is P. So here we are first given we are discussed regarding the given data. So Q is given to you, that is 0.25 meter cube per second, and smaller diameter, that is D1 is equal to 200 mm. So convert into meter, that is 10 to the minus 3, so 0.2 meter is there. So here we are requiring sudden enlargement, that's why we required V1 V2 value, right? So that's why we can calculate first A1. So how to calculate A1? A1 is nothing but pi of 4 D square. So D1 square, because initial diameter is there for small pipe, that's why 0.2 can put here, 0.2 bracket square. So after putting this value, we'll get the value of area A1, that is 0.03141 meters square. Now next diameter is given to you, that is diameter of large pipe, that is D2 is equal to 400 mm is equal to 0.4 meter. Then next area, that is A2 is equal to pi of 4 D2 square. So D2 square means 0.4 bracket square, 0.12566 meters square. So this is A1 A2 value. Again we use here continuity equation. So actually first of all we discuss regarding the given data. So here pressure in a smaller pipe, so P1 is given to you, that is 11.77 to 10 raised to 4. You convert this Newton per meter square. Now we required HE, that is question mark. Then we required P2 value, that is pressure intensity in the larger pipe, and this P is equal to question mark, that is power loss due to enlargement. So these are the three terms we are requiring over here. So as per the data, we have required first HE. So HE is nothing but V1 minus V2 bracket square upon 2G. So V1, how to calculate V1 and V2? Which are, here we use the continuity equation. So continuity equation for that Q is equal to A1 V1 and Q is equal to A2 V2. So first of all we required V1 value. That's why Q is equal to A1 V1. That means V1 is equal to Q upon A1. So already we calculated the A1 and already known that Q. So that is Q is nothing but 0.25 and A1 is 0.03141. After getting this value, we will get the value of V1, that is 7.96 meter per second. So this is about V1 value. Now we go for velocity V2, that is V2 is equal to Q upon A2. Again we have used the continued equation, that is Q is equal to A2 V2. Now we put the value of Q is, that is 0.25 as it is. Then A2 value is given to, that is 0.12566. So see here it is motively given that A2. So after putting this Q and A2, we will get the V2 value, that is 1.99 meter per second. So after that we go for HE, that is HE is nothing but sudden enlargement, that is V1 minus V2 square by 2G. So already know that value of V1. What is value of V1? 7.96 and V2 1.99. So 7.96 and minus 1.99 bracket square into 2 into 9.81. So this is about HE. So HE we are computing here and computed as a 1.816 meter. So that is value of HE, sudden enlargement. Now we go for the next, that is pressure intensity for the larger pipe. So as we know that the Bernoulli's equation is used for after and before sudden enlargement. So as we know that the before and after sudden enlargement, we are using plus HE, that is head loss due to enlargement. So P1 this is for real fluid actually. So B1 by rho g plus V1 square by 2g plus Z1. This is for section 1. Section 2, P2 by rho g plus V2 square by 2g plus Z2 for section 2 plus HE, that is head loss due to enlargement. So this equation is applied for real fluids. So P1 by rho g. So actually we know that the P1 value, rho is nothing but 1000 because water is flowing through this pipe, actually given into the that problem. Actually it is given to you, that is water is flowing, right? So we are considering here water is flowing because here it is problem water through a horizontal pipe. So okay, so now we go for this sudden enlargement. So P1 value you can put here. Before that Z1 and Z2 will cancel out because given horizontal pipe. Now we considering this C1 C2 and only remain the term, that is P1 by rho g plus V1 square by 2g is equal to P2 by rho g plus V2 square by 2g plus He. Z1 Z2 will be cancelled out, and this equation is like this. Now we use this equation. Now after putting this P1 by we have to sacrifice there's P2 by rho g. So P2 by rho g, because P2 is unknown to you, that's why P2 by rho g is one side, and another side we can combine this all this that terms. After that, P1 by rho g, you can put the value of P1. Rho is 1000 because water is flowing. G 9.1 plus V1 is known to you, that is 2 into G 9.1. V2 is also known to you, G 9.1. He value is also calculated over here. So after putting this value, that is P1 is 11.772 10 raised to 4, 1000 into 9.81 plus V1 is 7.96 square 2 into 9.81 minus U2 is 1.99 square 2 into 9.81 minus 1.816. Already we calculated the He. So after putting this value, we will get the value of P2, because rho g, we have transfer rho g on that side, that is rho is 1000 G 9.1. After putting this value, we will get the P2 value. So that value is P2 is 129590.1 Newton per meter square. So this is about the P2 value. Now we go for the value for the power loss due to sudden enlargement. So as we know that P is equal to rho g q He divided by 1000. So this is for finding out the power lost. So if it is power loss due to sudden contraction is there, then we can put only, instead of He we can put Hc. Likewise we are to changing the formula. So rho is 1000, G 9.1, Q is already known to you, that is it is from formula, and He is already very calculated. Only we have put the value of that 1000 G 9.1.25 into 1.816 divided by 1000. So after that we will get the value of power, that is P is equal to 4.453 into 10 raised to 3 watt. This is about the power lost into the sudden enlargement. So this is the value for the power. Already we calculate this, the formula. So loss of heat, then pressure intensity and power loss due to the enlargement. Okay, so after that we go to the next problem. So this is basically a horizontal pipe that diameter is 500 mm is suddenly contracted means the diameter is smallest diameter converted from larger diameter. So larger diameter is there initially, and after that it converted into smaller diameter. So that is called as sudden enlargement loss. To a pipe diameter, the pressure intensity, so here pressure intensity is given to you, that is P1 and P2, because larger and smaller pipe also given to you. Then find the loss of heat due to contraction. If Cc is equal to 0.62, also determine the rate of flow of water. So this is the task. First of all, we go for loss of heat due to contraction, and then we will go for discharge, that is Q. So first of all, we concentrate on given data. So first of all, that diameter of large pipe, that is D1. D1 is equal to 500 mm. So convert into this meter, that is 0.5 meter. Then area, that is area is converted, that A1 capital, that pi over 4 D1 square, that is 0.5 square, is equal to 0.1963. So first diameter is converted to area, that is using formula pi over 4 D square. Then we go for diameter of smaller pipe, that is diameter D2 is equal to 250 mm. So convert this into meter, that is 0.25. Then using the formula A2 is equal to pi over 4 D2 square, after putting that value of 0.25 bracket square is equal to 0.04908 meters square. So this is the both diameter, both area is given to you, that is A1, A2. Now we go for the pressure P1, that is value given. P1 is equal to 13.734 Newton per centimeter square, that is converted into 10 raised to 4 Newton per meter square. And then the pressure in a smaller pipe, that is P2, is equal to 11.772 Newton per centimeter square. So after putting the conversion of this Newton per meter square into 10 raised to 4, then we go for the first, that is Cc is also given to, that is 0.62. Then determining, find the loss of heat due to contraction. So contraction heat, so is indicating by Hc. So Hc is question mark. Then next also determine the rate of flow, that means Q is question mark. So this is the given terminology, and now we use for this particularly. And then loss of heat due to contraction, that is V2 square by 2g into the bracket 1 cc minus 1 bracket square. So here we required V2 value, and already all the known to that is cc. So as we know that that value only V2 square by 2G 116.621 square, that Hc is equal to 0.375 V2 square by 2G, that is about Hc. Then know that Q is equal to A1 V1 is equal to A2 V2, that means V1 is equal to A2 V2 upon A1. So we are putting this pi of 4 D2 square and pi of 4 D1 square. Pi of 4 cancels out, only remain D2 square upon D2 upon D1 bracket square into V2. Only we are cancelling this term of pi of 4, and after that we collecting this value, and then we have put up the value of D1 is equal to 500 mm, that is 0.5 meter. D2 value is equal to 250 mm, that is 0.25 mm meter. Then we putting this value, that is 0.25 and zero point 0.5 bracket square into V2, that means V1 is equal to V2 by 4. So this is about the value of V1. Then apply the Bernoulli's theorem before and after the contraction. So P1 by rho g plus V1 square by 2g plus z is equal to P2 by rho g plus V2 square by 2g plus Z2 plus Hc. So after putting the value of the value Z1 Z2 will cancel because pipe is horizontal. P1 by rho g plus V1 square by 2g is equal to P2 by rho g plus V2 square by 2g plus Hc. So here the pressure value is known to you. We are calculating this pressure and this all these terms. So but we know that Hc is already we calculated here. That is the 0.375, right? 0.375 V2 square by 2g. So Hc is given to you, right? Hc is given to you, and V1 is equal to, already we discussed, V1 is equal to V2 by 4. So this is the two terms. We know that after giving data we can put the value. So P1 is known to you, that is 13.734 10 raised to 4. Rho is the 1000 and G is 9.81. Then V1 value is already we compared, that is V2 by 4. We can put this V2 by 4, 2G, that is 2, and G as 9.81 is equal to 11.772 10 raised to 4 divided by 1000 into 9.81 plus V2 square by 2G plus, because V2 is unknown to you, then 0.375 V2 square by 2G instead of Hc. So after putting this value, we solve this. So after solving the formula, that we get the value of V2. So V2 is that square root of 2 into 2 9.1 divided by 1.3125. So after getting the value of that 5.467, that is meter per second. So this is about V2 value. So after V2 value we can put this Hc, that is 0.375 into square root of 2g. We put the value V2 over here. So after putting this V2 we'll get the value of Hc, that is 0.571 meter. Okay, the next value we go for a rate of flow of water, that is Q is equal to A2 into V2. So that is point that we calculated the pi of D2 square already. That value is 0.04908 already we have mentioned here, because it already we calculated into V2 is known to, that is 5.467. So after putting this value we will get the value of discharge, that is Q is equal to 0.2683 meter cube per second. So here we have considered different problems regarding the sudden expansion, sudden contraction. Similarly, we go for that obstruction, then sudden bend in pipe, pipe fitting, then entrance and exit. So same type of problem we will discuss. So this is a simple problems because already we know that this formula, and after this we will get the that minor losses. So this is about the minor energy losses. Thank you.